Hello everyone, welcome back to my second channel. Today I want to talk about the types of friends to avoid. Number one, the person who only texts you when they need you. They're not a friend, they're a user. Number two, the friend who has more talk than action. Kind of like relationships. You don't want to be friends with someone who talks the talk but they don't walk the walk. Point number three, the friend who disappears when you need them and times get difficult. I literally had this friend in my first year of uni. She was like my best friend in uni. When I was severely depressed, she would disappear. And I thought she honestly just didn't know until one day she got drunk and she said to me, "Simone, I'm sorry. Like, I know I've been such a bad friend and I've been disappearing. Like, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me." And I was like, what the fuck? You knew this whole time? And yeah, she did. Lo and behold, she ended up being a terrible friend up until I dropped her. Years later. Real friends will always be there for you and they don't expect anything back. The friend who makes you feel guilty for anything you do, especially if they're the next point a calculator. "Oh, I did this for you, so you should do this for me," because that means they're doing things expecting something in return, not out of like the pureness of their heart or because they value your friendship. Okay, next point, the friend who puts you down. They're jealous of you, they're insecure. Self-explanatory. They will also not be happy for your success. The next point, the friend who talks about you behind your back. You know you have a real friend when they always have your back and they won't let anyone talk shit about you. Also, just like bear in mind, if someone is talking ill about someone else to you, likely they are talking ill about you as well. The friend who only does what they want to do. So it's all about me. They're not very considerate and they don't think about you as well. Terrible friend to have. The gossiper and the drama queen. I don't know how old you guys are, but I'm 23 and no way in hell am I going to be friends with a drama queen. There is no drama in any of my friendships. There is no fights. There is no nothing. If there is a disagreement, not a fight, we talk it through. Some people will make drama out of everything and babe, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. Okay, next point. The trauma dumper. You're not a therapist, okay? There are some friends where you can trauma dump, but you should ask them beforehand. And if they're like your best friends, they will obviously like want to help you through it, but you shouldn't just go to anyone and just trauma dump on them. Some people think trauma dumping is a form of bonding, but you're actually just scaring people off. Studies have proved that. It's the flake. I can't stand a flake. What's even worse than a flake is someone who doesn't tell you that they're going to flake. You invite them to something, day of you message, "Hello, are we going to meet up?" And 1 hour before they're like, "No." Or worse still, they don't even reply. Can't stand a flake. I guess I can go into the next point. Yeah, the person who also will never show up. The friend who won't make time for you. They don't care about you. The child who never grows up. They are not mature. They have nothing going for them. They don't want anything to go for them because they love to play the victim card all the time. Friend who secretly hates you. We've all got friends like that. The more successful you are, the more pretty you are. If you have something they don't, likely you have a friend that will secretly hate you or next point be jealous of you. Friends who compete with you are not good friends because you should want to be happy, purely happy for all of your friends' achievements. And the way to notice this is if you share good news, do they clap for you? How are they happy? Are they happy? Do they react well? The friend who agrees with everything you say. They suck up to you. Sometimes, you know, it can feel good to have a friend like this because sometimes we just want someone to agree with everything we say. But I've had a friend like this and they're not a good friend. You know why? Because they'll backstab you. Someone can talk badly about you and they'll likely agree as well. They have no backbone. They're a people pleaser. So they just agree blindly to everything you say. Also, it's not really good to have a friend like that because you can be making a really detrimental mistake and they're going to be cheering you on. The irresponsible and not careful one, the one who puts your life at risk and everyone else's life at risk. It can be like acting reckless in public, drawing attention from like the wrong crowd of people. Example is I was with such a reckless person that they attracted a bikie gang to us. The person who doesn't respect your boundaries, they are selfish. Get rid of them. The person who doesn't reach out to you, they are not reciprocating friendship. The love bomber. Love bombing can happen in friendships as well. Beware. People who love bomb, they will get over you just as fast as they fall in love with you. The bad communicator. Same in relationships. Obviously in friendships, you might also have fights or little trivial disagreements here and there, and it's important to have good communication. Next, the chronic negativist. There's a rule in the 48 laws of power that I also believe to be true, even if you don't like the 48 laws of power, but you should avoid people who have bad luck or who are negative. And people who are negative, they will always draw bad things to them. They see the world in in such a grayscale type of way, and it's you don't want that mindset. Don't be around them. Next, the opportunist, the friend who only wants to be with you when you have something good going on, something fun. For example, like I had this friend who should only want to be around me if we were doing fun things. I would invite her to events and she'd be like, oh, who was coming? And if no one exciting was going to be there, she wouldn't come. If they weren't exciting, she's not coming. So I'm like, you're not coming for me. You're just an opportunist here. It's the friend doing nothing with their life, okay? Especially if you're doing something with your life. You can't be around someone who's doing nothing. They will drag you down. They will probably silently be resenting you as well. You're the sum of the 5 people you hang out with most. Friend whose values you do not align with. This is a huge one, and when you get older, it's even more important. You'll find that, you know, when you're young in high school, you make friends based on hobbies and similar interests. When you're older, you make friends based on your values. Okay, next, the person who is friends with everyone, including your enemies, also known as the but they did nothing to me friend. Worst type of friend to have, because they will backstab you. They will never have your back. They want to be peaceful with everyone. Also, bear in mind, you guys, that if you want to make good friends, you have to be a good friend. I've talked about this in videos. How can you expect people to be loyal to you, people to be good friends to you, if you are a crappy friend? You need to put the effort in. You need to remember things about people, follow up on them, put their birthday in your calendar. Yeah, just check in with them. Like, even if you're busy and, you know, as an adult, we are very busy, try to check in at least every couple of weeks or once a month if you value the friendship, okay? You need to put effort in. If you're not putting effort in, you don't value them, clearly, so why would you even be friends with them? Okay, just be acquaintances, be connections on LinkedIn. Ecliptic, Trover Trip applications, Mind Formula school product is out, private community coming soon, we're building the app right now, it's taking a long time. Okay, Ecliptic, tschüss.